Hello, hello, hello. It's Grandma Sherri. Bedtime stories. Tonight's story is Nighttime of Fires. Disney Big Hero 6. Nighttime of Fire. It's the story I will be reading. Here we go. It was late at night, but Hamada was wide awake. He was working in his lab at the San Francisco Institute of Technology, Francisco Okio Technology. Hero, hunched over his computer, was trying to solve a problem, but nothing was working. Frustrated, he leaned back in his chair. The chair tipped over, throwing Hero to the ground. Ouch, he cried. Bimax, Hero's personal healthcare companion, stepped forward. Bimax was a robot built by Hero's older brother, Tadashi. It was Bimax's job to help people when they were injured. I was alerted to your need for help when you said ouch, Bimax said. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain? I'm fine, Bimax, Hero said quickly, getting up. Bimax scanned Hero from top to bottom. Your energy levels are low. You appear to need rest. Sleep is essential for good health and for mental. Without another word, Bimax turned and left the lab. When he came back, he was holding a glass of warm milk. The average 14-year-old needs approximately 9.2 hours of sleep each night, he said, pointing to a sleep chart that had appeared on the display of his stomach. Bimax held out the glass of milk. Milk contains enzymes that aid in relaxation and help patients fall asleep. You can see the picture. See the picture? See the pictures? Okay, turn the page. Hyro rubbed his eyes. I can't sleep, Bimax. I need to finish this. It's important. Hyro was building a high-tech firefighting device. It would scan the city for the first signs of fire and shoot a stream of chemicals at the flame to put it out. The chemical mixture would also prevent another fire from starting. I don't want anyone else to. Hiro stopped short, thinking about his brother. Tadashi had died in a fire. If you finish the project, will it help you sleep? Bimax asked. Yes, Hiro said. But I can't seem to get it right. Watch. Hiro sat back down at his computer and pressed some buttons. In a special testing chamber in the corner of his lab, a few pieces of paper in a trash can began to smoke. Hiro typed more instructions. His firefighting device lifted into the air, but by the time it reached the paper, the smoke had turned into a full-blown fire. See, Hiro said to Bimax, it's way too slow. The device sprayed a green liquid at the can. The fire sputtered out, but a horrible odor filled the air. The container was melting. Plus, the spray is so strong it ruins everything it touches, Hiro said. He entered the testing chamber to examine the damage and accidentally stepped in the melted plastic. Ouch! Hot! Hiro cried, hopping on one foot. Bimax scanned Hiro again. Your neural indicators show extreme agitation. You will not be able to sleep in this state. Hiro picked up his device and examined it closely. What could make it move faster? What would fix the spray? Just then, the door to Hiro's lab burst open and his friends walked in. Go, go, Wasabi. Go, go, Wasabi and Honey Lemon were also students at San Francisco Institute of Technology. They had been hard at work in their labs too. Their friend Fred had been hanging out with them. Along with Hyro and Bimax, they formed the superhero group Big Hero 6. Hey, man, Fred said, looks like you could use some help. Hyro shook his head. No one helped Tadashi build Baymax. No offense, guys. I just want to do this alone. Besides, you have your own projects to think about. Hyro held open the door to his lab and waited for his friends to leave. Then he shut the door behind them and locked it. Your stress level has increased, Bimax told Hyro. Perhaps you would like that glass of milk. Not now, Bimax, Hyro said. He had work to do. Hyro mixed chemicals together and worked up a new model. Then he placed the device back into the testing chamber. In the chamber, a piece of wood began to glow red hot. The new device tracked the smoke and sprayed the burning ember. With a hiss, the fire went out. Not bad, Hyro said. Suddenly, the wood burst into flames. Hyro pressed the button. Water poured down, putting the fire out. Outside the lab, Hyro's friends watched as he tried a dozen different devices and chemical combinations. Finally, Bimax stepped in front of Hyro. Studies show that brainstorming with friends is useful when solving problems, he said. Hyro looked at his friends. You're right, Bimax. Let them in. Bimax opened the door, and Go-Go, Honey, Fred, and Wasabi fell into the room in a jumbled heap. Fred popped up first. He put his arm around Hyro. We were Tadashi's friends, too, he said. We want to help. Look at Fred's lollipop. Lopsided grin. Looking at Fred's lopsided grin, Hyro couldn't help smiling back. The rest of the guys have some great ideas, Fred continued. Take a look at some of the stuff they've come up with. Go flung a silvery disc which whirled quickly around the room. Try changing the shape of your device, she suggested. Something like this could really move through the flames. Wasabi nodded in agreement. And if you fit the disc with laser beams, it can go directly to the source of the fire. Honey hugged Hyro. I think I know the missing chemical, too. Bimax, may I have that glass of milk? She poured the milk into a test tube. Enzymes. Using his friend's suggestions, Hyro built a new device. He couldn't wait to try it out. Ready, Hyro said, placing the device into the testing chamber. Hyro tapped his keyboard, and a pile of papers in one corner of the chamber began to smoke. He hit his keyboard, and again another fire lit in the opposite corner. This was the moment of truth. Could Hyro's device handle both fires? Hyro's device flew through the air. Using its lasers to find the source of the first fire, it sprayed a white liquid over it. Then it raced to put out the other fire. Within seconds, the embers died and the smoke cleared. The device had done its job perfectly. It was like there had never been any flames. Yes! Go-Go shouted, pumping her fist in the air. Honey jumped up and down excitedly. Wasabi and Fred high-fived each other. Hyro grinned. Baymax, milk for everyone. He raised his glass in a toast. To the best friends a guy could ask for. He turned to Baymax. Especially you, he whispered. As the sun began to rise, Hyro yawned. He said goodnight to his friends, and then, with Baymax at his side, he trudged home. Exhausted, Hyro fell into bed. Hey, buddy, might be a good time for you to recharge, too, he told Baymax. Satisfied, Baymax stepped into his case to recharge. He had done his job. The end. All right, the next story we will read out of the Disney bedtime stories will be The Little Mermaid, Sweet Dreams at Last. Sweet dreams at last. So once again, it's that time of the night where we brush our teeth, say our prayers, thank God for another day, ask Him to look over our family, our friends, and the world. Sleep tight, wake up the next morning. Thank God for another day of life, another chance to be better than we were the day before. And to always remember that Grandma Sherri loves all her grandbabies, Sir Jalen, Sir Ashton, and Princess Anaya, and all my cyber grandbabies, all my cyber nieces and nephews, my real nieces and nephews, my little cousins, my friends' children's, my godchildren. I love you all. And Grandma Sherri would like to say good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.